We've seen questions before that have involved a y-intercept. As I've said, this is a very important concept for the PSAT, for the SAT, for all of algebra and mathematics. It is something that's going to keep coming up, so we need to understand it. Now, this equation looks weird, right? It's got this curve. I don't even know what the equation for this graph would be. I don't care. I'm not interested in that. The y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. Now, that's not to be confused with the x-intercept, but in this case, there is no x-intercept. Look, right, on the x-axis, there's nowhere where this thing crosses. So the only thing that really could be an intercept at all is the y-intercept, which is happening at -6. So that's going to get rid of C and D. I don't know why anyone would pick those answers. I have no idea where the -5 is even coming from, other than that being just like random numbers. But if you pick those, let me know why. I'd be curious, put in the comments. But here's where I'm always afraid that people are going to just go too fast. We know the y-intercept is -6, but how is that going to be expressed as a coordinate? Well, we need to make sure that it's actually the y-coordinate that is -6, which happens at choice A. Choice B is a trap. This would be -6, 0. This point here would be right up there. Oops, sorry, not even right there. -6, 0 is right here. So we just need to be careful, right? You can just see in me trying to explain the wrong answer in the trap, I went to the wrong part of the graph. It's just something about how our brain works. We think in terms of positive numbers. We think in terms of x's first. There's just little things about our brain. It wants to go in certain directions. But we just need to be able to pull it back or recognize when it's pulling us without us being aware of what's going on. And the SAT is always going to provide these trap answers that are very tempting for our brain, that confuse X and Y, that leave off negatives. We just need to know it's coming and we'll be fine. So with these PSATs, just use that as an opportunity to get yourself in that SAT mindset, that the question is designed to force you to make errors. Even the easiest questions, people get wrong because they don't read carefully enough, they move too fast, or they're just not thinking that there's potential traps. They're just, as soon as they see something that looks good, they're like, it must be right. But just train yourself to be a little skeptical, to take that extra pause, that extra breath before you select an answer. It will save you points. And so it's an important part of the test. It's not like the other kinds of math tests you take in school. I doubt your math teacher in school is trying to trick you. The SAT is. So get used to it and you'll do better on the SAT.